Hi, this is Etta, and welcome to my channel. And I'm coming here today to do a remake on Aquarius. I was informed by I wouldn't say a subscriber. It was someone who made a comment on my video that I had said Aquarius was a water sign. And I know within myself that Aquarius is a air sign. So that was just a mistake I made. You know, I'm human and everybody make mistakes at times. But the thing is that when you make a mistake, you go back and correct it. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm coming back here and correcting this video. So I'm going to do another retake on it and go ahead and get done. You know, I guess another reason I was so excited to kind of get to the end, because I should be doing Pisces now, but with me, if I do something wrong, I'm gonna come back and correct it. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And again, we're gonna be talking about Aquarius, and Aquarius is a fixed air sign. Okay, and it is from January the 20th through February the 18th. Okay, and Aquarius is a unique, and and sometimes they can have a little difficulty fitting in, but they're very unique. You know, it's not too many people like an Aquarius. They're very unique. My younger son is an Aquarius, and he's a beautiful Aquarian, and he has his ways. You know, they're just different, but they're yet and still they're humanitarian. They're loving. They'll do whatever they can for you, and they're also strong and independent. And they have that strong independent spirit, and they're logical, and they are geniuses. As well. They can do several things. Like my son, he has a keyboard. He plays music. And he's going to school to be a welder, and I think he want to do like the welding art or something. So they're very creative. So yeah, they're true humanitarians. They're always lending a helping hand. They want to help their community, and they're very charitable as well. And they also like sharing their knowledge with others. And Aquarian is it's also a sign of friendship and shared interests. Now they love, to be with others who share the same interests as they do. And they're very social. They like to be around others. They don't like being by themselves too much. They're very social. Okay. Now, as far as a relationship, from what I've read, Aquarians, they do really well with other air signs and fire signs. Now, I'm not going to say that they don't get along well with water or earth signs, but it depends on the makeup of the chart. Depends on how well that they get along. It depends on what's in each individual's chart to depend whether they'll be able to make it or not. But traditionally, they get along well with other air signs and fire signs. Okay. Now, as far as the tarot, the star card represents Aquarius, and it represents hope, new opportunities, and success gained from hard work. Okay, and the traditional association for an Aquarius, as far as the color, is electric blue. Okay, and green. In the tarot card, again, which is a star card, which is number 17 in the tarot, and their birthstones is aquamarine and amethyst. Now, as far as the herb for Aquarius is mandrake. Okay, and the animal is the peacock. Okay, and food, they like healthy organic food. Now, like I said, my son. Now, most Aquarians, I know another guy that's an Aquarian, and the ones that I know tend to be kind of tall and slender, And like my son, he eats healthy. He like eating salads and stuff like that. So he's into healthy eating, and he likes smoothies and juices and stuff like that. And the other Aquarian guy I know, he's health conscious as well. Very, he's always on the move, fast movement and things of that nature. But it's probably because he has a stellar in one of his houses, because I checked out his chart. So, but anyway, I ain't gonna talk about that now. But the Aquarium man, like I was saying earlier, they're fairly tall and thin, supple, graceful, with strong bones. Yeah. And they often appear to be deep in thought most of the time. And they walk quick unless they're, unless they're in deep thought. Aquarians are fascinated by alternative ways of living and the use of modern technology and healing the planet. And that's true. Like I said, my son, they like, he has all type of, like, he love video games, race cars. He has these little race cars and stuff, computers. So they're very techie, kind of like, into the tech things, keyboards and stuff like that, music. And they also, let's see, now for an Aquarium man, a loving union is the ultimate test, and it proves the test that proves them the opportunity to reveal their soul. And another thing about an Aquarian, they like long friendships. They don't like to jump into a relationship too quick. They have to be your friend first. So just know that they're not fast to, and if you're very emotional, you have to kind of understand they kind of be a little detached, from that emotion. So that's why they're not too good with water signs, because water signs are very emotional, and if they wouldn't be able to meet the need of a water sign person too much. Like I said, depends on their chart though. It can happen, but it depends on the chart. Okay, so just to name some famous Aquarian men, one is Michael B. Jordan, Ashton Kutcher, Michael Jordan, the basketball player, The Weeknd, Dr. Dre, Chris Rock, Justin Timberlake, Bob Marley, John Travolta, and Matt Dillon. Now, these are all famous Aquarian men. Okay, and so now we're going to go ahead and talk about the Aquarium Woman. Now, the Aquarium Woman has a large bone structure, well proportionate, and they have clear, lively eyes and a fresh complexion. Aquarian have essentially they have an unpredictable nature. And their feelings is prone to change without warning. They might, they can change just like that. So just be aware of that. And at times when you want to be close and intimate with them, and out of the blue, you feel a sense of claustrophobia and want to withdraw and want to be alone. So that's one thing about an Aquarian. They don't like to feel boxed in now, and I know that with my son. If he feel like he's being boxed in, he's gonna break free. They don't like that feeling of being, closed in, claustrophobic. They have that, they have that free spirit. They have to be free and to do as they, feel to do it in that time and moment. Okay, let's see here. And as life goes on, they bring peace. An Aquarium woman are strongly attuned to the earth. Yeah, now they are strongly attuned to the earth and people, and they enjoy being involved in the community as well. And they have to find a partner that will accept their independence, and understand their emotional shift, because, like I say, they're subject to change in a second, and when they do, they have to go. You don't try and stop them. You have to let them. You really have to understand an Aquarian. And we have some famous Aquarium women, which is Jennifer Aniston, Shakira, Alicia Keys, Oprah Winfrey, Rosa Parks, Kerry Washington, Ellen DeGeneres, Paris Hilton, Kelly Rowland, and Brandy Norwood are some of the famous Aquarium women. Now, as far as their dress style, now it's one thing about Aquarian. They have an individualistic, if I can talk today, approach to fashion. Yeah, they have their own way of dressing. Now I'm an Aquarium moon. Now my moon is in Aquarius, and I'm like that too. I like a certain style. I don't like to look like everybody else. And I sew as well, so that's why I like to sew, because I like to, I like to I like my own style, and that's the way it is with Sun Aquarians. They have their own style and flair, and pretty much when you see an Aquarius, you'll pretty much know by the way they dress most of the time. Okay, they have this certain type of flair and originality. And they experiment. They can be experimental with their clothing as well. They'll try certain styles and things of that nature, but believe you me, they're gonna be individualistic. They don't want to look like everybody else. Now, Aquarium women, they have a vivid sense of color. They're drawn to vibrant turquoises, greens, and purples. And they also, now as far as their work, they like a job that allow them to be free and to be able to be free and express themselves, And they like to select garments that are comfortable and harmonize with their moods. Now the women prefer like silky textures, and the men, they're a little less eccentric. They kind of like that relaxed casual clothing. They kind of like that relaxed casual look. Those are the type of clothing that they go for. Okay. And as far as their lifestyle choices, now Aquarians, they love being part of a group. So they do well in like social settings and things of that nature. Now they're idealistic, and they're happy to help out friends, who may be in need. They love doing that, very charitable. And now they can live in the city or the country, but they prefer to live in a space that's airy and spacious. Like I said, they don't like to be closed in. They like to have that airy space to where they're free to move about, and air, free flowing through their space. Now, Aquarius, now they like cool, fresh, and striking colors. Like I was saying earlier, like the women, they like the blues and the greens and things like that. They just like that color. Them striking, imaginative colors, and they indulge in gadgets and technology, like I was speaking of earlier. Now, Aquarians are resourceful and self-sufficient. They know how to take care of themselves. Like my son, when he wasn't able to work, when we had snow here, he found a way to make money. He has one of those monster trucks, so he took, he'd go out and be pulling, found a way to make some money. He went pulling people out the ditches and charging them like $20 or something like that, depending on, I guess, how bad they was, I don't know. But anyway, he charged them. He was charging. He called me and said, "Mommy, I made some money today." So they're very innovative and creative. When they need to make money, they'll get out there and find a way to make money. And like I said, they're strong humanitarians, and they're very charitable. They love, they like most of them have favorite charities that they may give to. And then who knows, if they see somebody out on the street, they'll probably, give them some money or something like that, because that's just the way they are. Yeah, Aquarians are really, they have a big heart, really. And let's see, Aquarians at play. Now, many of them enjoy studying, and they like new age topics as well, which can be very inspiring for them. And like I said, they like social settings, social circles, with individuals that's on the same level as they are. And they have an interest in parties, and they appreciate sharing company. and they don't like to pin themselves down, and to be committed. They don't like to take on too many commitments at one time. They want to keep themselves to where they're not tied down or locked in on anything. They want to leave their options open to where they'd be able to move around. If they decide they want to do something else, they're not tied down, they're not committed. Okay, and like I said, they don't like to be forced to do anything as well. No, don't force them. They don't like that. Yeah, they don't like to be forced. Now, as far as their health, they really have to be mindful because most Aquarians, they have circulation issues, so they really have to exercise to keep that blood flowing properly throughout their veins. And in the winter months, they their hands and feet can become numb by the cold weather if they live in a cold climate. And they can have a difficulty adjusting to the hot and cold. And also, now their ankles is linked with the sign of Aquarius, and they're prone to twisting sprains. So, and that's true because my son had twisted his ankle. I know one time when he was playing baseball, he twisted his ankle, and when he was, working with his dad, he ended up kind of twisting his ankle, hurting his knee. So that is true. They are prone to twisting sprains. Okay, so now some good exercises for Aquarius is walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, and also, as far as the Eastern cultures, the Tai Chi is another one that would be good for them. Now, we're going to get down to the perfect love match for an Aquarius. And like I was saying earlier, air signs and fire signs go well, with Geminis. I'm sorry, not Geminis, with Aquarius. So now a Gemini would go good with an Aquarius. They get a number 5. A Libra would be good with an Aquarius. They get a number 5 as well. Sagittarius and Aquarius both get a number 5. Those are the highest love matches there. Okay, now number 4 is Aries. So that's the next one in line. So the third one is all the water signs, which is Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, and also the earth signs, which is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So those come down to like 3s and 2s and 1s, pretty much. So those, like I said, the water sign and earth signs, not so much. It could work, but like I said, it depends on what's in the chart, and you would really have to understand an Aquarius, and an Aquarian will really have to understand you to make it work. Okay? All right, well, that's it for the Aquarius, and I just want to thank you all for stopping by today. And again, I'm in the midst of trying to build up my channel, and I would really appreciate it if you all subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell, because once I get through with these series, I'm planning on doing some great things for my channel. And I want to, get on a continual basis of uploading videos at least 2 times a week at the most, maybe 3, but at least 2 times a week. I'm just starting out, I want to commit myself to that, to get this channel built up and to get this information out and, give out great valuable content to others. All right, so if you all have any comments, if you want to let me know if you're an Aquarius, let me know if you're an Aquarius, who is your perfect love match? Who is it that you're dating now? Or who are you married to? Did you marry another air sign? Did you marry a fire sign? Or did you marry an earth or a water sign? I would like to know. All right. Well, you all take care, be blessed, and have a great day. Bye for now.